Alright, so here's the plan. Before we can send these out to be machined and the bushings to be press fitted, these tie rod attachment pieces need to be modified. I need to cut along here and here, get this piece out, make a notch in that weld there, bend it up, and put a new gusset underneath. However, this is galvanized, and welding galv is pretty damn dangerous. So, I'm going to strip the galvanization off of this part of the piece with muriatic acid, polish it up, and then proceed. We have our spindle degusseted and bent up, stripped of the galvanization around here. Let us test fit it with the tie rod. Okay. It works. There's clearance between the torsion beam and the tie rod, and it turns smoothly, no kinks. However, steering wheel is at center position right now, and the spindle is pointing slightly that way. So we may have to lengthen the tie rod a little bit, but that's not a big deal. So the next thing to do is to get a gusset under here. Got my gusset made up that fits in there. We gotta TIG weld that in. And the same for the other side. Right, here we are. Gussets are welded on. Focus. Welded. Welded. We have the brackets bent up. Hopefully there isn't too much distortion. And these are ready to go off to the machine shop. Time to do the axle. We've got this piece of steel here. We have to cut this down to 4 feet. Drill a couple of 9/16 holes in it for the leaf spring pins, and then we have to weld these shackles each end. Now, if we take a look here, this is just over 1¼ inches, and the width of this is nominally 1 inch, and actually 1 inch as well. So we'll lay it flat, 1/8 of an inch spacer underneath, and I think this time we're going to stick weld it, because this here we want some strength, ductility. That's going to be 70/18, so. Okay, we're gonna get the mill scale off with the grinder, put a little chamfer in those edges so the weld has something to sink into. Here's how this is gonna go down. We have the cut axle clamped to the table. We have a spacer under it, 1/8 of an inch. That's all nice and lined up. Cleaned of all the mill scale. We're gonna tack it with TIG and then weld it out with 70/18. So yeah, here we go. Alright, we've got it all tacked up. Nice shiny tacks, 6 on each side. And we're ready to stick weld. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that just a dandy weld? And there, and all around, and it's beveled. So it's actually a deeper weld than you'd get if it was just a straight T-joint. So let's have a look at the throat size, because I think the thickness of that shackle is 3/16, so we're looking for... There we are. Yeah, we're fine. Well, there we are, old and new. Old and new. Note how much thicker those are. Those are bent, not welded together, although this is beveled deeply and welded on the inside. Nonetheless, better welds. See if we can get a focus on that. Yeah, better welds. 70/18 for the win. And, best yet, not welded together in the middle. Or at least, yeah, this one is. So, now we have to drill the holes for the leaf spring pins, and then we'll be pretty much ready to go. Holes are drilled, 9/16 diameter, in the correct places to accept the leaf spring shackles. Next thing, get the UNA 168 leaf spring. That'll be softer, but have the same dimensions, and also re-drill the panhard rod hole. Then we can install the setup.